Shalom, back with part two. All right, who shall be saved? So, again, people, this stuff isn't rocket science. Okay? Everything is here in the scriptures. All right? It's the good news, right? The good tidings, right? And who's that for? The Israelites. Okay? Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Okay? The laws, statutes, and commandments were given unto who? Unto Jacob, unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation. You understand? So these Edomites, they stole, not just, enslaved us and stole our identity, but they stole our book as well. Do you understand that? Okay? The Bible is not a generalization. Okay? And the book tells you that. So if you read the book, then you know that it is about the rise, the fall, and the redemption of the Israelites. Period. Okay? And obviously condemns, exposes and condemns Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man. Okay? The earth was given into his hands. You want to know who he is? It tells you that. Besides going to Job 9:24, which asks you that question, where and who is he, and how the earth was given into his hand. Malachi 1 and 4 tells you who he is, the nation of Edom. Okay? Whom the Lord have indignation, righteous anger forever with. They are the people cursed through the Lord's judgment. Isaiah 34, 5 and 6. Okay? And then the scriptures, gets into his characterization, the details of, his history, as well as what's going to happen to him, what his reward is, okay? For being the wicked. You understand? Okay? Going into hardcore captivity. He who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You understand, people? Okay? And instead of him hunting for us, when we get the new body, starting with the elect, we're going to be hunting him. Okay? You can read that, Jeremiah 16:16. All right? Anyway, let's move on here. All right? Give you Acts. Let me give you another precept here. Give me a minute. This is Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples, right? The Israelites, right? Came unto him, unto who Yahushua privately saying, tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? The ending of the age, of Esau's age. Because you go to 2 Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, meaning the ending of an age, which means the ending of a time period. Right? And then what does it further say in 2 Ezra 6 and 9? Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel. Do you understand, people? Okay? All right. Let's go to Psalms. Give me a minute. All right. This is Psalms 14 and 7. Let's read the NLT. Who will come from Mount Zion to rescue Israel? Hello. Does it say rescue the whole world? All 18 nations? No. When the Lord restores his people, hello, his people, Jacob, which are the 12 tribes, will shout with joy, and Israel will rejoice. Again, what's the title of this lesson? Who shall be saved? What does it say? All right. Deuteronomy 32 and 9. Again, we always quote these scriptures, but, to save time, Deuteronomy, right, 32 and 9. All right. See what it says there, people? For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of the Lord's inheritance. Does it say the whole world there? Does it say all 18 nations? It does not. You understand, people? All right? Give me a minute. Joel 3, 1 and 2. The nations will be judged. Hello. Got that, people? You guys can go, another example, you can go to Matthew's, the 25th chapter, start at the 31st verse, and it shows you how Yahushua, right, who the world even calls Jesus, right, how he's going to separate everybody, right? The goats will be on his left, okay, and the sheep on his right. You already know who the sheep is. The elect of Israel, okay? And he's going to tell them on his right hand, come and take the kingdom, rulership, power, and dominion, prepared for you before the foundation of the world. So you see, they were predestined. Okay? You understand that? To get the kingdom. You understand? All right? So, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall again bring the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Hello, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. All right, the 12 tribes. And I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shabbat, which means Yahweh's judgment upon the nations. All right, and I will bring judgment to them there for my people, for what they've done to the Negro, Latino, and Native American, to Jacob. Okay? For my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Go to Ezekiel 36 and 5. And it'll describe, all right, the heathen as well as the Idumeans, which is the Greek translation for Edom, the Edomites, the so-called Israelis. You understand that? The Zionists. You get it, people? All right? For they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So you understand what World War III is all about. Yeah, recompense, payback. Okay? Give me a minute. We'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 3 and 4. Shalom.